If they only knew the battles this blade has seen. Also, apparently my fucking mic is muted. Great. Kept getting thrown out because all of my costume ID were too sharp and spiky for them. How about this? I may look daft, but one touch and bam, you'll pop into a ton of colorful orbs. Or bland and boring wild and white orbs. You're a vanilla normie who supports the band, unlike me. Okay, so we've got Rock Fortress, which would have been a score of 64.54, but at a 10% penalty. 1 element, 3 nickels, or tokens. I'm just so used to say nickels because of the last contest. Phase on Mother Brain, that's a good name. I approve. Oh.
What do?
Okay.
Oh, clever.
I think Rush Jet might have worked too, but
You would also die.
yeah.
Music's good.
It's pretty good. I don't know what it's from or if it's an original composition, but it's pretty alright. Oh boy. I just heard the
original. I don't
boo
recognize
of that. Okay, that was not so bad, and now we have it over Death Pits. But I think it's pretty much the same pattern. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Oh. Okay. That works too. Where are the tokens? That is the question for ages.
Well, it says you have 231 on your person. Have you tried searching that?
If only. Also, I don't like what I'm seeing right now. Oh boy. Hurry the fish up.
This is fine.
Of course. Well, at least I reached the checkpoint, and yeah, that was the second token.
How nice of them to label where they'll be.
It's actually pretty nice of them. no rewards. At least there's some refills here. This is fine. Now count bombs.
I'm relieved that this is like an actual normal Mega Man level.
I know, right? It's amazing. It's not completely I want to freaking die. Oh, there is some death.
Nor is it 2 hours long. There are no such thing as bosses with 5 life bars. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh god!
Jesus!
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Doyle. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Goodness.
That is quite the climb. I'm so glad I somehow made it through all that in one go.
That was hectic. But like, the fun kind of hectic.
It was kind of fun, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh no!
It's a copy bot. This is technically learnable, but... Okay.
Alright, cool.
I probably could have done a better job on that, but, you know, I didn't come in here with full HP anyways.
Good level.
Yeah, that was actually alright. Let's see what the judge has to say about it. If I were to describe Rock Fortress in 2 words, it's pure design. I'm glad you can see where the Yoku blocks will spawn, since it means less guesswork, and I found the Force Beam section played pretty well. Surprisingly, I agree. The count bombs and the auto scroll also play fairly smoothly, but I found they got too punishing too quickly. The auto scroll especially. Your first time with a gimmick shouldn't be so willing to kill you for a single mistake, and there's quite a bit of auto scroll to get through. I mean, I didn't die in the whole level, but yeah, I sort of agree, it would have been punishing. The enemy appearances were respectable across the board, or at least none of them struck out as bad. Although I can't for the life of me remember any individual encounters besides Copy Robot. And that's mostly because it was a custom boss. Even then, I actually forgot it was custom at first. Everything ran together so thoroughly that I initially thought it was just another dev kit element. And that leads into the big flaw. While none of the level is badly designed, it completely fails to be interesting. All of the concepts presented here are the ones I've seen before, and none of them inspire much reaction. Even the aesthetic, while technically sound, is ultimately just generic Fortress. It feels like it was churned out by a factory, essentially. There was very little life to this place. As a result, I didn't find this very fun, and it's certainly not interesting enough to be worth a replay. Well, no, it was fine. But anyways, sure, it's well designed, and it's clear there was plenty of effort put in. But all the design in the world won't help a level that feels lifeless, and this feels lifeless. I kinda disagree, but anyways. First impression was this level were pretty good. The overall look of the stage is nice, the music is great, and nearly every enemy and gimmick is introduced fairly. All was going well, but as the stage went on, I have to admit I gradually lost interest. I think the reason behind this is that while the stage design is relatively decent, it's also a bit on the generic side in terms of enemy and platforming challenges. Granted, you don't need to make something complex in order for it to be good, but a little creativity can go a long way. Most of this stage is really forgettable, with the exception of a few things here and there. One of the more notable moments for me was when I tried to go down a ladder to a previous section and immediately died. That can happen? Oh jeez. I realize this is probably to prevent the player from easily getting the token in the room prior, but I feel like there were better ways of doing that. Besides, none of the other ladders in the stage do this. Aside from that, there were only 2 other times this stage stood out to me. The other scrolling section and the boss. For the former, I feel like it was a bit too tight in some parts, especially when the Yoku block showed up. They rely on the type of gimmicks that's well suited for fast-paced sections. Then there's the boss. He's not terrible, but much like the stage, his fight is really basic. His ice wall attack feels a bit off, since it's projected a good distance away from his buster. I had noticed that, but that might be because of the Sunstar costume. But other than that, there weren't any other issues I found. The aesthetic and difficulty curve are certainly here, but this stage needs more interesting segment in order to really shine. Mind reading
Familiar
that one?
Fortress,
Okay.
Familiar Foes. A fairly standard stage with a lot of commonly used gimmicks. But it's not a bad stage either. The difficulty curve is well adjusted, the gimmicks are introduced at a good pace. I like the touch of the lasers shooting into where the player wouldn't be just a room before the actual laser section, so you can get prepared for them. The stage could have been way more evil for sure, with all the Yoku blocks and the Count Bomb spike sections, so thank you for showing restraint. In contrast, the enemy density seems a bit barren? Perhaps it's due to the short length of the stage, but it cannot fully utilize its enemy placements. The final section can be a bit mean too, since there is a long string of Yoku blocks near the end with an auto-scrolling session. Missing even the first cycle means you won't make it. The boss is a copy robot-like fight, and it's quite chaotic as expected for a copy robot fight. It fights technically predictably, as his attacks operate under a timer, but it can still be tricky to predict exactly where the attacks are going to appear on the fly, since Copy Robot constantly moves around the arena.
You mind reading Flashman 2 for now?
Bastille.
Might not be there.
Damn. Okay. I've considered every definition of rock I can think of, and none of them seem to fit this fortress. Blue backgrounds and a costume-dependent boss are a bit of a stretch if the title is meant to be a play on Rockman. I'm not pedantic about level titles, but I want to understand why I was promised a rock fortress, and got an all-you-can-eat buffet of overused enemies and gimmicks. Maybe it's a reference to the music? It kinda rocks. It's fortunate that the design here is quite competent, particularly with regard to learning curve, challenge arcs, and pacing. The lasers are perfectly timed, and the auto-scrolling section is comfortably frantic. This easily could have been a real Heimei. Where the level falls short for me is creativity. I've been chased by lasers around empty rooms, I've crossed large chasms via Yoku blocks, I've stopped to clear Susies out of hallways before proceeding. I've fought Metal Daddy in a standard boss chamber. Too many assets live in isolation here. A number of professional touches help a great deal. Capcom quality aesthetics, solid construction, architecture with a coherent flow, and an unassuming text box that promptly gets to the credits out of the way. challenges are consistently fair and reasonably far from the nearest checkpoint. Laser Trident Rush Jet only ruined part of the difficulty. Some trimming wouldn't hurt, but the level length is manageable. The first token, while admittedly a little inelegant, has a great puzzle slant. Visually and architecturally, I'm fond of the thick pillars in the area before the first lasers. The surprise lasers from the sky are also a hoot. I can scarcely fathom going back to Yoku Block challenges without wall markings to guide me. It's surprisingly fun to be on the receiving end of this contest weapon roster. Only a handful of screens get me excited to play this, but I respect the polish.
Alright, a nice spark. 2 highlights. I like the boss, and the auto-scrolling segment, while unforgiving, was a neat addition. The little fake out with the Yoku blocks introduced earlier in the stage made a devious return there, and the fact it was actually telegraphed earlier in the level was nicely done. The rest of the level was a snore fest. What happened? The most generic enemies, gimmicks, level had no identity to itself, was just generic. The level. There are gimmicks and enemies you combine with other gimmicks and enemies because by themselves they are not a team. They're not an identity, they're just there. Even the title said the music. I disagree with the music, but anyways. The stage was competent, but so boring overall. I don't know, I enjoyed it. That said, I did enjoy the boss encounter. The copy robot returns in a rather fun fight. I wish you hadn't used the entire player arsenal though, because frankly, the water shield is rather unfair, and the lack of tells for a couple of the attacks could lead one rather miffed if the wrong combination turns up. Still, it's a fun to fight, I'll give you that. No, honestly, it might just be my bias because of what I had to play previously, but this stage was actually pretty alright.
It's so much of a palate cleanser. I'm the pirate man.
Oh, it is pirate man. Ain't you never seen a desert bandit in a poncho before? What do you think I am, some kind of pirate? Oh, that's yes. A poncho? Thought it was a pirate flag. Looks so real though, why did you buy it? Buy it? Well, the shipwrecks of the dam, you dare suggest I actually spend million on a tawdry costume, no less? Pirate man, I knew it was you. What are you doing here? I thought you were bad after what you tried to do last time. Of course I was, but did you think I'd let the opportunity to rob an eccentric billionaire sell me by? As it seems this Ernie Will actually has more sense than money. I be seeing tough robot everywhere he goes. I don't mean those competitor boys, his own private force of Rozzers. Who do you think he is? Dr. Wily? Actually. No, don't tell him, he'll just make things worse for everyone. You've been lurking at this party, waiting for an opportunity? I couldn't care less about this tournament outside of this bringing in a crowd of rubes for me to kazooks and pickpocket. A while here, I just so happened to learn a thing or two about costumes, things the shopkeeper ain't telling you. You ever wonder why things feel different when you wear a costume? Ain't just people playing along, it's for deeper reasons. And if you come to me while wearing one of them, I'll tell you the sacred truth behind it. If I do, will you promise to stay out of trouble? I'll say is this, it's the only way you'll be able to keep your eye on me. Legendary alien doomsday weapon, blown to pieces and scattered across the cosmos, EB. As you'd expect, but after his demise, the armor of Sunstar survived, damaged but rebuilding. The vacuum of space, it slowly reforged itself, little by little, until it was almost complete. And then the armor came to our world as a blazing comet, waiting for a suitable host to find it and wear it. So that its master may reincarnate into that sap's body and continue his quest for cosmic annihilation. Anyways, we've got technical support by Zello! I don't know if that's supposed to be the reference. It's a score of 55 on the dot. And we've got 2 exit, 2 tokens. And we got a fortress team. Oh hi. Turbo Dymo Man. where Turbo Man and Dynamo Man has won. We got a tip from a guard named Subversity that there's a trickster token awareness down there. Yeah, just imminently fall there. Have fun collecting the token. I'll help with the Mega Tuber. I don't get it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, this music is fucking loud. This is going back down to 40. High volt, man. The main computer. Sure. Okay. I guess I won't question it. Oh. Now we have the other one. Okie dokie. Huh. Nice little respriting job here. We're essentially bringing the Battle Network viruses as enemies here. I'm guessing those were supposed to be the Canadom. Oh. Of course. Well.
So, what asshole decided we needed the Yoku Man theme for this?
Is this Yoku Man?
Wasn't there a whoop sound in the background? Or was there actual Yoku blocks?
I haven't seen any Yoku blocks in the level yet. So far, this has been pretty much one big,
I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass.
It's been one big Battle Network reference.
That noise.
I'm back, gentlemen.
Oh, hey.
Yes, sorry about that. Just
Man.
finished having pizza.
That's a good reason to not be here. Pizza's good.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, fucking
Wow,
finally.
I just had some too.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so that's how you get here.
Alright, that took a lot longer. That should have been, but
Hi, Mr. Prague. Reader, I had no idea how to make a good one, sorry.
So, what the fuck level is this?
Oh, fucking.
We're in the Battle Network universe for some reason.
I see ones and zeros. What the hell?
Oh my god, I recognize this music now.
Where's
It's
it
from Mega Man X7.
Oh god, you're right! Yeah, I recognize it too now. It's, that Cyber World level or whatever.
The shitty cyberspace level.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
friggin' ups and down.
I'm glad they're actually introducing a save spot first. Okay,
Oh,
that
shit.
could
That
have been
was
bad.
Yeah.
There's probably more here. Yep, sure is. Okay, and just like in Battle Network, they are not hit by that.
101101.
111011.
How is this gonna work? Alright, this shit.
01.
110. Hugs.
Ization.
Why is that, Jen?
Oh shit.
Lasers down there, please avoid at all costs.
Oh, great. Quick man section.
Hey. Obligatory quick man section.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay, I see where this is going. What? Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Thank you for the skull amulet.
Oh shit. I hate this.
Oh,
How did I avoid that?
that was close. Just take it, man. Just go.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these platforms. I'm just gonna skip this.
Enjoy the
Oh
background.
no, up and down.
Fucking up and downs. What's this? Oh, there's a. Oh, shit.
Hi, Mr.
Jesus.
Frog. Saw a strange guy going down that ladder. Maybe you should check that. I was feeling a strong energy from him. Might have an energy element.
How are you not dead?
Oh,
Easter egg.
Oh, a key.
Oh, what the hell?
Welcome for this R. R stands for rest. Please talk to NPCs from left to right. What's your favorite level from Megaman 2? Personally, I like Ancient Tomb. It's just oozing with
Oh,
originality.
Oh my.
I disagree.
I know about Ancient Tomb.
Heck, one of the judges in Megaman 2 actually rated this level 0, saying, "This is just a retelling of Pharaoh Man. I'm not rating this. Fuck you."
Yeah, it's just a dev pit level.
Yeah, I think Wild Little Tower is better. Sure, there's not that much level in it, but it was great bosses. They were picked very rarely too. Besides, the other's nickname seems familiar. My favorite level is Yggdrasil. No. What is our purpose anyway? We don't do anything here yet. We have to exist just to, I don't know, maybe for this facility to work? Crashman, Flashman, Ashman, Dashman, Cashman, Slashman, Bashman, Stashman. There's so many of them. I would help you in your adventure, but I can't beat life. At least there aren't any gravity flip in this stage, unlike a certain other stage with that music. At least it's self-aware. Do you like my costume? There's something weird about it though. Ever since I started to wear it, I keep hearing voices in my head saying things like, "Join the Vault, man. Obey the hive mind. Assimilate until there's only us." And I really need to get to the doctor. Or should I say Programmus? Remember Prog? Maybe programmer, but anyways. 2 hearts, 3 spades, 3 diamonds. There is no spoon or knife or fork. Yes, I've assembled all 3 pieces of the overused Zev Kit Royal Flush, Quint, Volt, and Komuzo. Wait, what do you mean we're playing poker? I didn't know. Ah, I'm out. Or these collectible called Trickster Token. Why not Ridus Rubles, or Dazzling Dollars, or even Yummy Yens? For beep's sake.
For fuck's sake!
Hey, you want some battleships? For example, the Megaman Y for only 4,000 zenny. I don't have zenny. You don't have zenny? When do you have screws? Who uses screws as currency?
Wait, do the other answer. We need more of this delicious lore.
You're telling me Megaman Y is trash? Oh, you dare! Not even what you call trash. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Bitch.
I never really played that far into Battle Network. Is Megaman Y really trash?
Honestly, I think it's just because of the code Y. It doesn't mesh well with anything else.
Is that a yes or a no?
Give me just a sec. I don't because of the code, it's not that great. That's all I can really say.
Okay.
Hi, Voltman. What are you doing here? I'm fine. I found out how to fix the factory core. Now just let me finish and go. Watch as everything goes according to Wily's Keikaku. Keikaku means plan.
Oh my god. There you go. Now to do
Well,
once
there's still
more.
another element.
So which judge do you think is gonna mock that stupid reference the most?
Good question. Oh, this is literally just to go
Sorry,
back up if you fucked up the jump, I guess.
That's way too nice.
Oh. Instrumentals by Duff.
Damn it.
Just a MIDI sound font, but every single sample is replaced with
Now the main thing though is that I wish there was a way to at least skip to the split path. Because there was a path I didn't take, but it's kind of far in the level. Get over here, you stupid Canadom.
I just love that he just outright attack you when you trash talk Megaman Y.
I'm glad the level is at least generous with the refills.
The level itself seems mostly fine.
Okay, I don't need to go up here this time.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
That's a more safer way to approach that.
Yep. After this tight corridor. Oh no, this is the laser. There you go.
Now, if only X7's music was in a better game.
I don't need the tank.
Yep.
Alright. Jet across here again. Oh, it's my face.
It's time. To the
I'll
right.
go right this time.
Yep. Uh-oh. Motor.
System core, please do not disturb. System core has caught a virus. It's very aggressive now. I can't fix it. Remember that the virus changed one variable in its code. Oh no, minus infinity or something. I wonder what that means. It means I'm not gonna enjoy this. Probably.
Oh. Ah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, screw doing that part, legit. Jesus.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the second one.
Cool.
Alright. Well, let's have a look what they have to say. Starting with Mick.
A Battle Network classic level? No. Seems no weirder than some of the stuff I come up with. I generally enjoyed this level.
Transmission.
Generally enjoyed this level at first. The aesthetic really sold the digital nature, although the binary C can be distracting. And the use of different Battle Network viruses made me smile. Zordy was a fun Picket Man variant. Canodum was slightly more useful than Tahoe. And Hardhead made an excellent shield cannon. The level also does reasonably well with its gimmicks. The move hovers get plentiful variety. Guts hover gets some actual time to shine, even if he only appeared in a grand total of once. And the laser conclusion is remarkably fun, particularly the chase sequence, though the sign was unnecessary. Top it off with some decent boss fights, and the level is almost great. Unfortunately, there are some significant sticking points. The last important one is the level intro. I get the idea, but the out of computer section felt completely unnecessary. Waltman's room is the only exception. And I very much didn't appreciate having the two-phase boss before starting the actual level. I get wanting to introduce hostile programs, but the first sortie was just fine. I don't like having to do a minute and a half of unrelated stuff just to play the level, and it gets tedious on replays. Which leads to the biggest issue. The implementation of multiple elements is awful. Awful, 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 awful. The individual segments aren't terrible. As I said previously, both bosses are decent, but having to replay nearly the entire level just to get the second element? That's far too much. I understand the importance of replay value, but forcing it like this is annoying, at best, and made the second playthrough a complete slog. It's a shame, as the level is pretty neat on the first playthrough, but it's not strong enough to sustain the second element, which completely sours the whole experience.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like you could have just made the core like a midpoint and then just have the whole Voltman element at the end. Anyways.
One final comment. On the path to the club token, one of the sorties gets stuck in the wall continuously. It's a bit silly, to say the least.
Oh, so that wasn't just me. That happened to the judge as well, because I noticed that and didn't remark on it, but I did notice it.
I think they could have had the split path earlier.
Also that. True. I can't say I was all that thrilled once I got through this level twice in a row, considering the extra energy element. While there's definitely a few positive aspects I can point out here and there, for the most part I found more issues during my time with it than anything. In terms of actual platforming and enemy room layout, there's not too many memorable moments here, barring maybe one or two jumps involving the move-overs and exactly one instance of the Guts Over platform. The rest of it revolves around dealing with pretty basic enemy configuration, most of which are shielded. While I appreciate the effort to make the Picketman into something less spammy and annoying, the sheer frequency of the sortie and hardhead enemies can really bog things down unless you're spamming laser trident everywhere. I feel called out. Anyways, the plain aesthetics also didn't help much, what with nearly everything being a shade of green. The music choice for the main stage is pretty decent, though I couldn't help but notice it doesn't loop properly. It's also from X7. But anyways, if anything, the one major thing I can count in this level's favor is the segment with force beams that move back and forth across the ceiling. This is easily the most engaging part of the stage, offering a decent challenge and forcing you to be careful in positioning, though not in an overly strict way either. The force beam race leading up to the main boss is a bit less threatening, but either way, it's what the rest of the stage offers. I certainly enjoyed the position-based challenge there more than I did the section with the up and downs, some of which are placed in ways that people often cite as example as to why they dislike that enemy. While there is a telegraph to their presence found in the title of the section they appear in, it's very easy to miss thanks to the color palette practically camouflaging it. It doesn't help that there's one instance of up and downs emerging from spikes rather than pits. Lastly, there's the two end bosses. Honestly, I would have preferred it if the split for the bosses occurred earlier in the level, or if there was just one boss. Having to basically go through the whole stage twice for full completion doesn't take too long, but it's still a bit on the tedious side. As for the bosses themselves, well, the core boss is basically a weak imitation of the square machine from Rockman 4 - Infinity, with the dialogue before the fight even implying this is a less than subtle manner. As for the slight Darkman edit, I actually found him to be relatively decent. It did take me a moment to figure out the different shot colors indicated whether or not they would home in on you. They did. I didn't notice. But beyond that, I didn't really have any major issues with this battle. Oh no, there's a few good ideas in there, such as the ceiling-mounted force beam and the swordy enemies having the potential to be a better alternative to the Bickert Man. I just wish they got a bit more screen time, and were used in more creative ways. Pachi.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? The humor of this stage doesn't sit well with me. Maybe I'm just a grumpy old man. Boy, I can relate. I won't dwell on that one room in this review, since I'm fairly certain other judges will give it a good mouthful. So
Which
referring to
room?
the
I'm not
Keikaku
sure.
bullshit.
Could be. I'm not sure.
That being said, the stage overall is not bad. The layout is vibrant and neat, the whole Battle Network-inspired aesthetic is pretty fun, and the reskins are really cute. The move hover usage is also quite fine here as well, I'd say. However, I can't say the same with the usage of the Guts hover. It is a one-off gimmick, not introduced well, and the room is crafted in a way that you'll die experimenting with it. There's a checkpoint right in this room, sure, but still, not very ideal. The defense system boss at the beginning does way too much contact damage and moves too fast to reasonably avoid it. The fact that it's placed right at the beginning of the stage is perhaps what soured the entire experience. Split path right into the end of the stage, making the player pretty much have to replay the whole stage to get the second element, is rather annoying to say the least. Feels like a very arbitrary way to extend the total play time of an entry. Darkman 4 here is just Darkman 4, but with a damage buff. I guess the color changing is a neat reference to Darkman.exe, given the stage's theming. I can't forgive the dabbing, though.
God, I didn't even notice the frickin' dabbing.
Oh, there's dabbing.
I didn't even... Alright, can I handle this one?
Sure, go
Alright.
for it.
This level has a lot of good ideas, but they never come together to form a fully cohesive whole. I wish I could have been a playtester. Almost every screen has a little something that could be tweaked to improve the challenge or enhance the polish, e.g. enemy positioning, ceiling shadows, the unnecessary teleporter tutorial, and there are the oversights that should have been caught in testing, e.g. sloppy music looping, projectiles that ignore break dash invincibility, hard crash if you die to hard man's barrier attack.
Wait,
really?
There were I'm guessing that part was fixed post dodging, but what the hell? There were projectiles that ignore break dash's invincibility? The hell?
And the fact that the game can crash from hard man's barrier attack?
Yeah, I'm guessing that one was probably fixed post dodging, I hope.
I like the excuse to cross over with Battle Network. The reskinned enemies look like what they're supposed to. The music choice is good. We agree to the contrary.
I mean, it's a good track. It's just that the original version is in a terrible level.
It's in a terrible game.
Also that.
And the scrolling binary code in the background is a nice touch. I especially like the indoor windows toward the end. The theming could go further, though. Battle Network has more interesting locations than repetitive green building and has plenty of enemies, e.g. Fishy, Windbox, that could have been adapted from the dev kit assets to unify the unfocused enemy gimmick roster. The NPCs add a lot of character, but their humor is perhaps too dated and referential for its own good.
I did like
The
the
story
game
is
to make
cool.
a canon wide. You think it's trash? Fuck you! Bam!
I admit, that's pretty fucking good. I like that.
The story is questionable. You fix the computer by destroying the system core? Darkman seems irrelevant to the plot, and he would have made a better token guardian. It's obnoxious to replay the split where you choose between energy elements. Also, the challenge progression breaks down when you choose this path. Conveyors and techs. Oh! On the plus side, the Hunter mini-boss is good, some of the asset introductions are done well, e.g. move hover, and the up and down warning signs are smart. Regularly balanced checkpoints balance out any instant death beginner traps. The laser sprint at the end is creative. Still, there's lots of room for improvement.
And a spark. I see so many levels putting in pity party sign. Oh, I wanted to do this thing but ran out of time. Don't. Just don't. Apologizing for not including something is much more irritating than just not including the thing. It makes it all the more glaring. It does not garner points or favor and just feels like making excuses. Hell, half of the time the judge or player would have not even noticed the stage was lacking the thing until you brought it up. Really doesn't help that the constant Mr. Progs gets rather tedious rather quickly, and trying to keep talking to them breaks the flow. Plus, that final large room that's full of the green gits is probably responsible for killing comedy dead as an art form. I do think this level even starts off on a bad foot, with a rather pointless entrance that doesn't match the rest of the stage. I can't even say it's for aesthetics, as it used two unique gimmicks that never reappear and feels barren, and of course the most pointless of dev kit boss fights. The actual stage itself has its highlights. The Battle Network enemies are cute, and there are some genuinely fun moments here and there with some interesting setup. The use of force beams here is novel, and I think the shoot-to-move platforms from the 4th Game Boy game get some pretty good use here. It turns out the move-over enemies can insta-kill via crushing. Apparently, I was not aware of that before this level. I don't know if they did that in Megaman 4 Game Boy. It's not what I call great, but certainly acceptable and often beyond the bare minimum that you'd expect for a stage with so many gimmicks. But then the fact that these only show up for a single room and just make the entire stage feel rather disjointed and sloppy. Many of the up and downs positioning are just brutal, with the double duo being particularly egregious. And the sheer number of shielded enemies take what is already a level with pacing problem and attach a weight to its leg. Bring Laser Trident. Agreed. That all said, I appreciate there is at least an attempt with the gun wall boss. I gotta say it doesn't really work. I can see what they were going for. With some more time and polish placed here rather than actually doing some of the more pointless additions to the stage, it might have ended a stage on a high note. Because one final big complaint with the level. 2 elements that resolve from a spit pad at the end of the stage. What? Why? Why did you even bother with the Darkman fight? Seriously? It's just a pointless filler addition to the stage that just forces the players to play through the stage at least twice just to force a really mediocre boss. It is an utterly idiotic way to end the level, just really sours the lasting impression, makes its other flaw all the more grating than they actually are. Yeah, for this one, honestly, I'd say get rid of this starting portion, just make you start directly in the Battle Network segment. Fuck the little boss at the start, just start with maybe Swordies or Canadoms. And remove one of the elements. And you would have a decent stage here. That's my opinion anyways.
I don't know about Mega Man 4 Game Boy, but I do know that in Mega Man Maker, the move hovers can do something. Kill Pump Man,
of course.
Yes.
Oh, to
no.
be a ladybug robot in a green checkered paradise. The wind in my antenna, the sound of waterfowl, the speed I'd get from rolling down slopes. Better than seeing everything look so blocky, am I right?
Oh, this big pump man, I'm going to pump you up! Oh no, I'm going to be crushed! Somebody help me! Help me!
Oh boy, I'm seeing a score way lower than the other ones. We've got Mirror Woman by Etherville and Wishy Washy with a score of 55.20.
Wow, Flash did not like that. This
1
level at all.
element, 5 tokens. Well, let's have a
What
look.
did he rate it?
Oh boy. We've got a motion sickness warning.
No, that's a bad sign.
The mirror gimmicks
yeah.
here can be very disorienting and may cause headaches or motion sickness. It's a long
look away,
level too, so
everybody.
you'll see them a lot. At least one judge felt very unwell after playing as a result.
Yeah, I wonder why.
You'll see some example in the room to the right. You can find every item to the left if it's too much to handle. This is why I hate all of mirrors.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I can see why this might not gel with some people, but I do think it's really neat.
Well, let's have a look. Okay,
Subtle.
there's one already here. Oh. Yeah.
oh, it's one of the mirror.
I can go back, right? Yeah. I need to press a switch somewhere. Oh. Yeah, mirror. Makes sense.
Okay, that's pretty fucking neat. Not gonna lie. What?
Okay.
Excuse me? Do it again.
Do it again. I was looking.
Dude.
Oh, I want to laugh at it. What the hell is this?
Oh my gosh, is that you, Megaman? Oh gosh, I'm such a fan. Well, I mean, everyone making
my
simulation
God.
is... So
I
I
know what
suppose
this
that
is.
is what you would call a
no.
moot point. Still, it's Megaman. Real genuine deal. Oh, that's for another god, but oh, cruel face. I must line in lines of assembly code in the shape of perfection. Oh well. Regardless, the teleporter to your left will take you to a modification of Buranai that my partner in crime cooked up. Who knows, maybe there will even be a dev room at the end and simulation festival organizer depending on achievement. And maybe one of those cool costumes like they had last year. Hopefully one of me. If that win has a costume for people of the fuzzy persuasion, then so shall I. I digress though. The right teleporter would take you back to the abandoned amusement zone as a bit of a shortcut to mirror moment and her dastardly narcissism. Either way, I deny all accusation that I made a sentient robot master for the purpose of helping me do my makeup in the morning. That would be ludicrous. Mirror Woman would totally bill for helping harvest solar energy with mirror panel. Yes, that's it, totally. Anyhow, you have to go tell everybody that I got to meet you. They're so not going to believe that I got to talk to you and hold you up in so many text boxes.
I see that Opie also knows who this is.
I like how myself and Steel groaned at the page.
I hate everything about that.
Designed for skill Megaman player.
All I can have is a sly, smug grin.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's pretty cool looking.
What the fuck is
hell.
this? Oh. What is this?
What you see is what you get.
But I'm questioning what I got.
Oh, that takes 10 damage if you go close to it.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. Can you trident past those fists or no?
I mean, I probably could, but I won the best reward, so I have to do it Buster only.
All this for a slice of pizza. Oh dear.
God damn it.
Well. hate this bullet hell segment here.
What is even going on with this? Is this... what? I don't understand. What do...
Shoot its front. You have to shoot the orb, but got a
There's
really
no
good.
opportunity to do so! Like, everything is always in the way!
I know. I think Pan has found something. He's like just rush in and just drop.
I mean, without face tanking everything. That was fucking dumb.
Old connoisseur.
6,400.
Oh, hi. Oh, she's a playable character, you see.
Oh.
Hey, you made it. Brunei X there is a tough cookie and takes a lot of patience and lemons to overcome, eh? I can think by the silly napalmish partner, Ederveld, for that one. Not so much to him in keeping me focused on this project. I would have never made it through without him, or Cosmic Gem, who composed the amazing music that you've been hearing. There are plenty of playtesters in the community too, from FlutterQB to Sarisa, who both told me how completely bad at this I am. It was a real gut punch, I tell you, but it was the exact wake-up call I needed to really tone down some of the more devious element of the level. Anyhow, feel free to chill out for a little bit. Some of us might be a little starstruck, but we appreciate you chilling out with us.
I like how Kirby's got a popsicle.
I just got called away. What did I miss?
Oh, you got past it.
A bullshit boss.
And what boss was that?
You have no clue how hard it is to code without hands. Fully bug tested everything. Okay, and we're back.
Which boss did you fight? I had to step out for a bit.
Garbage.
Brunei X or whatever. No, it's not Princess Salsa.
I don't know who or what that is, and I'm just gonna nod in my head.
Oh jeez. Okay. You think you are Simon Belmont?
I'm noticing something.
There you go.
I'm noticing something. Apparently the reflection of you has like a darker color palette.
Huh.
Shockwave. Yeah, you probably could have cheesed that bullshit boss with that. Because everything is weak to it.
Everything, no exceptions.
Oh!
What?
at the
Oh!
top!
Oh!
Oh!
Shit. The pitfall on the top. There
Oh
you go.
god, this is
Oh,
is
yeah.
slightly confusing.
Wow.
Oh,
It's
just
nasty.
pay attention to the top and not the bottom.
It's nasty, but I like it.
Just
Oh my
pretend you're
God,
playing Gravity
why?
Man stage.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm noticing your reflection has a darker color palette.
Ah, damn
Nope.
it.
You-
Damn it. You got bamboozled.
I'm bamboozled! I was hoodwinked!
We've been duped!
God, fish and
Man,
chips!
you keep forgetting about that, man.
Look at the top!
It's confusing!
Pretend it's Gravity Man!
It's Gravity Man stage, but with extra steps.
Okay.
You did it!
Oh my fucking god.
I like that.
Yeah, this reminds me of those
That's
crystal
cute.
orb thing from the crystal orb things from Link to the
Well,
Past.
no, I meant like the reflection gimmick.
That's two paths.
Nah, I'm not.
The upper.
There doesn't
But
seem to be. I didn't see anything pop up for the right here, so. Just gonna continue.
The ladder.
Oh,
the
it's an invisible
invisible
ladder.
ladder.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you, Compass. God
Oh,
damn it.
Fuck.
whoops.
Damn, right back to...
Oh,
back
Jesus
to this shit.
Christ.
No!
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's his, that's
Oh
his brain
my-
right now.
I want to do it.
That was Opie just now.
Jump! I know there's a whole jump.
Meanwhile, this is me right now.
Instant tombstone.
Son of a bitch. I forgot there's no stop. Brain function, please.
Sorry, but there's no stopping this ride.
Mr.
It's
Bones
Mr.
says the ride never ends.
The ride never ends.
Ah.
Ooh.
Boo! Eat my grits.
Eat my heat!
Eat my snow.
Eat my heat. Eat my shorts. Okay. Oh, shorts.
The ride never ends. Thanks, Mr. Bones.
Okay, I have magnet beam, so
Pro tip, it is not a puzzle unless there is some sort of indication on how to solve
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, what the hell?
it. This is fine.
This is not fine!
Yes, it is. Look.
This is not fine!
You know what? I do need E-tanks.
Is it really shaking on your end, or is it just...
Yes.
Oh.
Very yes. Ah.
Oh, I see.
God fucking damn it, man.
No, we gotta go back there.
Thank
so
you for
tired
playing
of redoing
Suns.
this part.
Thank you for playing Sunstar
It messes with my brain.
Sunstar Quest 5.
As usual, you've been a real pantload.
That's Space Quest.
I know. Same company, damn it.
Why did I... Brain!
I'm not even playing it, I'm like smacking the sides of my chair.
No! No! This level is basically Homer walking to a cactus over and over. No! No!
I'm gonna be like the Areno and just like take the stress ball and just like throw it on the table. Like,
Okay, let's leave it like that. I don't need to go to the right side here.
I'm gonna grab the stress ball over here right now.
I actually do have a stress ball somewhere.
Is it your
So
old
do I.
pie ball?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, just fuck this level and just magnet way.
It's just like
your way to victory.
yes. Yeah, just fuck this key. Oh shit.
I can't completely say fuck this shit, unfortunately.
The orb is down there. There.
So he's gonna have to. There you go. Nice. Checkpoint.
Ah, Jesus,
Oh my
finally.
Christ.
Oh, more of this.
Yeah, just do this. Trident,
Just
anything that... Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. That's the one. Nice.
Tornado blow!
Storm tornado! Storm
Yeah.
tornado! Storm tornado!
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh
God.
god.
Oh god!
Oh, I got
Oh
pushed.
god!
Oh, okay, wait, when was the last checkpoint?
Before that boss.
Good. What?
Oh.
Magnetic shockwave!
Magnetic
How is he
shockwave.
blocking magnetic shockwave?
That's crazy. The fist blocked the freaking shockwave.
Yeah, the fist blocked.
Alright, get out of there, because you're gonna get crushed again.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I was
God,
gonna say, do that. There you go. Oh, more puzzles.
What's real and what's not? Hmm.
Huh?
What the?
Oh, you could just... Yeah, whoops.
Well, there you go.
Because I didn't notice it.
Oh.
Okay, good.
Truck,
You're
I'll
real.
drop a truck. Oh, checkpoint.
Oh god, we're on the right side now. Oh no.
Oh,
God.
you're upside down.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay, gotta remember, I'm on the right side this time.
This is so cartoonishly evil. I love this.
This is cruel.
But it's the fun kind of cruel.
But it's still cruel.
You put like a piece. You should put like a piece of paper on the left side. They just like focus on that. That's something I would do.
Yeah, the problem is if there's an element I need to take account of on the left side, like those pits from earlier.
Well, we'll tell
That's
you.
Or
the
the
wrong
ladder.
side.
You wouldn't know that ladder was there. if it was
Well,
covered up.
I have good news for you at least. There is a checkpoint coming up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you saved a bunch of money on car insurance by switching to Geico.
Shit.
No.
Da-na-na, shit. Da-na-na, shit.
Da da da. Fuck.
Fuck.
Da da da.
There
Fuck.
you go. Oh, this. No,
He's back.
tornado blow that shit, man.
Tornado blow! Tornado blow!
Oh,
Tornado blow!
No.
He ha-
One hit.
Kill it.
Ah!
Oh,
You're
one
playing with
HP in a
fire.
dream.
You were playing a dangerous game.
Also, this level is way too long, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just wanna target this asshole. Oh my god! You fucking water shield piece of shit!
Nope.
It's like out of its reach. It's like
Nope, that's not gonna do it.
the maker knew that you were gonna start the shit. Fortunately, it wasn't smart enough to get the magnetic shockwave though.
Ooh, we're getting shockwave. You
Oh
can
my
do it just a really right next year.
There's a ladder.
They're going up here? Not worth it.
It's not really worth it, yeah.
Megaman 5 for Game Boy, but every boss is weak to magnetic shockwave, which is now a weapon in the game.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, I actually need to activate that.
You gotta go back, yeah.
Efficient
Get rid of
ships.
the There we go. Yeah. Ah. Or just do that. Fuck this, I'm making my own footholds.
I saw the spikes up there.
You
Oh,
got
Jesus
a
Christ.
checkpoint.
This
Oh,
is
fuck.
evil.
At least you got a checkpoint.
Yeah.
wait,
At least
okay.
the checkpoint's here. I'll take
It's
that.
generous.
Taking a death to save time.
Yeah, baby. Oh, gravity.
Hmm.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
Oh, yes. Oh, there you go, yeah.
God damn
Oh.
it.
Whoops.
Da-na-na, shit. Da-na-na.
Shit.
Fuck. Shit.
Da da da. Shit.
Shit.
Oh, I think it's on the top part.
Was
I
it?
think it's
Oh.
yeah, right
there you
here.
go.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul.
Da-na-na, shit.
Da da. Shit.
You're gonna make me want to watch it again.
Diarrhea.
Is it even on the internet anywhere?
I think it's the best of is still on.
I think he restored those videos at one point.
Oh.
Ultra J-Man.
Oh.
Okay. Oh no.
I hate this. This is agony.
All you gotta do is pay attention to the bottom now.
Ugh. Not a fan, the JPEG.
Oh shit! Are you kidding? Really?
No, this is fine. Okay, that's not fine.
a
Though.
fan.
That is most definitely not fine.
JPEG.
Really, Nintendo? Really?
Nintendo.
No, they just put out a more stuff for Switch Online.
And
Oh.
what would that be?
Let's see. Well, the one that sticks. No, the one that
Oh,
sticks out is
goodness.
the certain Mystery of Atlantis.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Fuck it, why?
Let's see. Let's see. Cobra Triangle. Solar Jetman. Let's see. Golf.
The Cobra Triangle. I have a friend who would be very, very
Yeah, that-
excited about that.
Let's see. I just said Mystery of Atlantis. Let's see.
Oh God.
Let's see. Urban. Oh, some of the black box games. Urban Champion. Oh, I didn't even notice this was not on there. Golf. Mach Rider.
Wait, seriously? Black Box Golf?
Yeah.
Oh,
see,
everyone's favorite game, Donkey Kong Jr. Math.
Math, yeah.
Hey, Psych, thank you very much for the raid.
Yeah, it's like.
Thank you very
Mega Man.
Welcome to my brain hurt simulator.
Well, welcome to what even is this?
This is a
Mega
Mega Man
3.
mirror mode.
This is Megaman Mode 3. Oh hey,
I
gotcha.
Hey, Capsule.
God damn it. Nope, nope. Bad.
Farm for another one.
Okay. Can the gravity be back to normal, please? Ah.
No.
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 Also,
it is useless.
everyone's favorite game, Donkey Kong Jr. Math.
Yeah,
Who asked
like-
for this and why?
I guess.
Well, that token was relatively easy.
Considering what you had to go through.
Kids,
I hate
kids need to
this.
learn math.
Trivia Murder Party taught me that
That should be. That
it
should
pays
be.
to know math.
You know what? No, that's a good game for a girl.
Like, oh, you can finally learn how to count past
And
4.
most of the VTubers.
But that, wow, I haven't seen that thing pop up.
Okay, this is all.
Is it
now.
over
Dr.
yet?
W.
Thank you. Now we just have a boss, and
Mirror,
we
mirror
actually
on the
have Mirror
wall.
Woman here. -2.
You healed her.
Oh, you're healing her. Wow. Oh, she does like the tornado.
Oh shit, she's doing the mirror thing from Kirby.
Oh, don't heal her. Shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Ah, that doesn't even work.
There you go.
Good lord. Okay. That,
Good
that
God.
was an ordeal. My
That
brain
was
hurts.
fucked.
That was amazingly stupid, and I loved it.
Alright, what's inside the capsule? Oh, the
Megaman
killers.
Killers.
Son of a bitch.
Sewn together.
From Mega Man World. In general. Alright, well, let's have a look. I think I know whose judge made it that this level got issues.
Well, I definitely like the music. It fits the mystical theme quite well indeed. Mirror Woman is a level that makes a solid first impression. The enemy set is alright. Solo's Zero is extremely useful. And Shadow Mega Man emerging from mirrors is a nice touch. That said, there are also spots where it needs work. Mirror Attacker is a fitting enemy, but it's really boring, even for a shield attacker. And while the Whip Tank is a nice enemy, I have absolutely no idea why it's there. The gimmicks are similarity alright. Mirrors are the expected choice, and they get a lot of good puzzles. The mirror world is a fun concept, and I appreciate how much it shows up. Yoku blocks are Yoku blocks, with all the benefits and flaws that apply. And the crash lifts are simple, but their application is interesting and fun. As a whole, it starts out well. Unfortunately, the reverse gravity throws it all off course.
Agreed.
I like the idea of trading places with your mirror duplicate and doing the level in reverse. That sounds like a really cool concept. Unfortunately, there's a fine line between fun, screwy, and frustratingly screwy. And stacking reverse gravity on top of Yoku's and mirror switch puzzles is absolutely in the latter camp. Combined with one of the most awkward tokens I've seen in a while. You're lucky to have the radar. And the level falls flat on its face. Are the bosses enough to salvage it? Well, kinda. Buranai is okay in regular gravity. A little over the top, but nothing major. Buranai in reverse gravity is just plain irritating easier to line up hits on, but noticeably harder to dodge, and less said about the dev room Buranai the better. As for the Mirror Woman herself, the concepts are fine, and I appreciate that she doesn't have reverse gravity. However, she fires a few too many bullets at once, making dodging a right pill. They're both okay bosses, but they should get some toning down, and the reverse gravity level desperately needs toning down.
Yeah. It's always frustrating to come across a level that I have to file under the would-be favorite category. It's the type of stage that I want to like, and certainly has the potential to be good, but it ends up falling short for one reason or another. To be fair though, this one didn't start off too bad. The room layouts in the first half, though a bit rough around the edges at times, especially that narrow Yoku block segment with the shield attacker, are still pretty fun thanks to how the gimmicks are used. The mirror surfaces stuck out to me the most, given it's a simple mechanic with a lot of potential behind it. The same goes for the mirror image room, and even though I've been personally overexposed to that type of gimmick thanks to other game series, I still found them pretty enjoyable in the first half of the level. Either way, I was mostly on board with this stage. Up to this point, the only thing I wasn't a fan of were the tiles and their color palettes. When I got near the second half of the level, however, I unfortunately found more things to add to that list. First off, the mini-boss. While I really like his concept and design, the actual fight can be very frustrating. The main issue here is that his weak spot is largely covered for most of the battle. While you can sneak and charge shot during his idle phase, you need to be incredibly precise to land a hit. Unless you're abusing Tornado Blow, it takes a good amount of time to beat him. The same especially holds true for fighting him while upside down. Speaking of which, for as thematically appropriate as the second half may be, in that it's a reflection of the first half, I really don't think a majority of it needed to be in reverse gravity. Rather than adding onto the main gimmicks, it ends up making things more disorienting as a result. Thankfully, this doesn't extend to the task of getting the tokens, save for the heart token. At first, I wasn't even sure if it was possible to obtain without trial and error. As it turns out, the room's layout is actually revealed by the same one in the second half of the level. I could definitely see being praised as an inventive solution by some, though I personally just found it to be obtuse. As for Mirror Woman herself, she's a rather decent fight all around. She doesn't do anything too fancy, but she still manages to put up an engaging fight. The only thing I really had any trouble with was reflecting charge shots into her. I don't know why, but the mirror surface seemed to act very finicky when it comes to fully charged shot. In the center and the top of the slope seemed to reflect them properly, but nearly anywhere else has a 50-50 chance of your shots flying off to the side. I guess that's what happened. In any case, I ended up leaving the stage feeling a bit disappointed. Like I said, there's a lot of potential in the gimmicks and general theming here. With a bit more polish, this could have easily been a far better level and potentially a contender for one of my favorites. Pachi. She's confused.
Sing double, mystical magnificence. I get what the stage is going for here, but this is a few too many disorienting gimmicks at once. It'd be fine to just stick with the reflecting projectile mechanic and squeeze in more use out of it, like implementing puzzle-oriented challenges with its properties. The fact of the perplexing gimmicks comboed with a stage that is on the longer side, with a total of 5 tokens to search for, I would not recommend replaying this without extended breaks. A few screens can look a bit messy with the graphics clashing with each other, especially with the shines from the glass panes, making it hard to decipher where some of these stage elements are. Unfortunately, the unorthodox nature of the level layout doesn't make it much better. There are also some instances where a block is placed too close to the ground near a slope, where it looks like Megaman can walk through, but it's a little too narrow to do so. Something weird about the mirrors themselves. If you get too close, the diagonal mirrors don't reflect your shots as they should. Laser Trident also gets stuck in places and makes some horrendous noise. I don't know, I thought it was funny. Some of the mirror rooms also kinda don't really utilize the mirror gimmick all that much, in which they are literally mirrors of each other and the other side doesn't give out any more information. It's essentially made half the screen redundant in a way. Buranai, the fortune-telling machine mini-boss, is brutal. At first, I wasn't even sure where his hitbox was, because he kept spamming the move where he shoots scaled-up bullets at you, and his hands were in place where his hitbox is, deflecting all of my shots. On top of that, he has a boss health bar, and the fight ends up lasting too long with hard-hitting, hard-to-dodge attacks. Mirror Woman, in contrast, is much more manageable, except for one attack where she splits into 2 copies on the ground, with a reflection mirror in the middle. I cannot find a reliable way to dodge the mirrored shots, all while avoiding shots from the boss herself. I also think it's cool that the diagonal mirror gimmick is incorporated into the boss fight, especially during the last few attacks. Fine boss it was, with a nice aesthetic design too.
Alright, and there we go, Flashman.
One thing I've learned about participating in these contests is that it's better to focus on a few good ideas than to let unbridled creativity overwhelm a level. This level goes all out with different interpretations of the mirror premise. Reflected shots, clothes, reversing direction, and that's awesome. But then it keeps piling on the gimmicks, enemies, and extras until there's too much to handle, and a lot of potential gets lost along the way. Disorganization is one of this level's key weaknesses. Difficulty progression is all over the place, and gimmick introductions are never as clear or forgiving as they should be. Checkpoint frequency is erratic. The secret teleporters behind the starting point are a disastrous thing for first-time players to discover. Cluttered graphics and crowded architecture make the scenery hard to parse. The mix of textures/colors and the lack of negative space turn a nice tile set into an eyesore, and I died more than once on hazards I didn't even realize they were there. Polish is another weakness, as demonstrated by the custom enemy programming, sprite errors, and game crashes. Reflective slopes, for starters, try shooting one with Laser Trident. The mini-boss, inconsistent weapon interactions, the choice of boss projectile, the fight is hectic enough without confusing your buster shots for hers, etc. Only the custom sprites are exempt. They look like Capcom sprites, and that's the highest praise I can offer to anyone. Oh, and the music is pretty much perfect. But that's as much positivity as I can muster. I can't fathom a Buster only one. Buranai is an infuriating combination of everything I hate in a mini-boss. Locating and collecting each token feels insulting, not rewarding. Most of all, prolonged exposure to multiple perception-twisting gimmicks, 30 minutes each playthrough, left me mentally exhausted and physically ill. A shattering combination that reflects poorly on the level.
Reflects.
So, yeah, I guess it was Flashman, huh? This was close to being a very good level, with a couple of specific areas that drag it down quite a lot. There are several segments of the level that were simply mean, involving tight jump and missing checkpoints. Really. Compounded with quite a lot of instant death. The measurement between checkpoints should not be the number of rooms between them. Looking at your map, this appears to be fine, but the time it takes to get between them and the penalty for failure. Often, you had to repeat puzzles or areas with waiting, and in one case, a lengthy mini-boss. If ever in doubt, add more checkpoints. There is a lot of waiting in the level, between mini-boss phases, where it is shielded, the solo being invulnerable, and frequent and yoke block puzzles. The level often loses all sense of flow as you run into these obstacles, even if you've already completed the challenge they bring multiple times. Combining gimmicks is appreciated, but the second half of the level went a bit overboard. Combining reverse gravity, the doppelganger, and Yoku blocks all at once became quite a headache at times. I don't understand why this section was upside down when the mirroring has clearly happened left to right. There are a few rooms in particular which are unfair. The heart token room requires a lot of trial and error, and the mirrored room later on the level does not accurately reflect the dark room. For instance, where is the third mirror? The use of instant death in this room and the lack of checkpoint here was very punishing. Later on, there is a room where the exit is mostly hidden behind the health bar. The HUD, well, thankfully I have the extra HUD, so that's not a problem for me. The HUD then where it needs taking into consideration when designing levels. Having said all this, I enjoyed this level quite a bit. The reflection gimmick is a really neat idea with a lot of potential, which I wish had been used a bit more. I wanted to see more puzzles like the final room, combining enemies, mirror blocks, and timing puzzles, but the puzzles we got were well thought out and interesting. I like the idea behind the mini-boss and how the fight goes on, but I think the second one was a waste of time, especially as it was invulnerable for a long period of the fight, and one of the attacks couldn't hit the player. The use of RNG wasn't great, as it could reuse attacks that made it impossible to hit without weapons, leading to segments of up to a minute where the player could do nothing but wait. Mirror Woman was a solid, enjoyable fight, as some of the attacks were placed in a slightly unfair location. And that all said, for what it's worth, this was a level played when the initial plan was to use a proxy player, while playing was physically impossible for me. And Loyana in fact did not like this level. Did that affect the review score much? Not really. I am the judge here, so it would have gotten a reasonably positive score, but you did make back some fun score, as at the time I had to rely solely on him for that obvious reason. Just one of those behind the curtain types of things. That was actually during the time he had wrist issues. Oh boy. Yep. Yeah, this level went too far. Good God, it went too far. The gimmicks were pretty interesting. Yeah.
I really like the concept. Just needs more polish and tone down the difficulty.
Yeah, too much instant death and if you have that much instant death, add more checkpoints.
Yes.
I Balad. I swear, ever since he found his old costume, Punk's been very judgmental lately. You think he's so cool in that stupid pineapple suit when clearly beats are superior. I have the best costume out of anyone here, and I'll beat up anyone who says otherwise. With beats!
Oh, he'll beat anyone up.
Oh.
Brainbot. Is anyone out there? You there. You think you can assist me?
Brainbot.
I appear to be trapped inside this metal chamber. A pineapple said that an optional costume for me was stored inside, but I wouldn't to expect something pushed me inside. Close the
Is that a
examination.
Megaman cartoon
I-
reference?
Could be. I can conclude
was
that
a
it is
character
empty,
named Brainbot.
but I cannot open the door. How unusual.
And he was just as stupid.
No wonder he can get out. Someone welded the locker door shut. Why would anyone bar the outside of the locker door?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a show reference. Because Dr. Light said something similar.
Oh boy.
No
Okay.
wonder we
Somebody-
bar the
somebody
outside
didn't
of
like
a
this
bathroom
level.
door. Oh no! Oh,
Next
no.
level is Working in the Rain by the Retro Dude with a score of 55.80. I see a lot of mixed results in the judge
Mixed.
results here.
Mixed
Like,
result here.
3 under 50 and a nice number and 70. 1 element, 5 tokens. Let's go. Oh, hey, Toadman.
Oh. Oh,
I'll be
God.
right back.
Okay.
Apparently we're in Gutsman's stage is raining. And similarity to Toadman's stage a bit here. Not just because of the music, but just the platform layout here.
A little bit, yeah.
It's like, what's all that?
It's freaking B. Or whatever.
Log bees.
Magnetic shockwave.
That actually is not its weakness.
Hmm.
Dang it. Okay, there's a rock dropper down there.
Yep.
I haven't seen any tokens yet.
Oh yeah, no indication. No indicators yet. Whoa. Okay, frog. There you go. Oh, okay.
Frog.
Oh. Oh, there's one.
Okay, I seem to have all the utilities, so...
Yep.
When in doubt, magnet beam. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi,
Hello,
frog.
Mr. Rug.
Oh, jeez.
You're getting harassed by frogs.
Hello, it's your frog. Ah!
Hi, it's your frog.
Okay, we have the opposite. Now the wind current is gonna be pushing up quicker. Oh goody.
Oh, not
My
this again.
favorite fucking bots.
Magnetic shockwave.
Oh, right, because the wind is pushing me on the other side. Right.
Ah.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's no punishment for missing that jump other than you have to redo the room. That's pretty much it. Wee! My face!
Not like it's any useful since you have infinite lives, but whatever.
It fully heals you. So yeah, it is useful actually. I found my face. It sure is my face. Oh, come on, I was between the shots. Okay, too many bees. Enough with the fucking bee.
Oh yeah, Pat, I've been meaning to ask, have you ever played the Megaman side games?
I've checked them out, I've just never got around to them.
You plan on streaming them at some point?
I was at some point, then too many projects happened.
Ah.
Why do you follow that? Come on. Thank you. I knew there was gonna be a fucking rock there. Oh boy.
Rain plus rocks.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Well, good thing you just got checkpoint. Also, whoop.
Yes.
Stupid sound. Oh, come on.
Oh, is the fucking Megaman DOS as a costume in this?
I have no idea.
I would laugh my ass off if there is a Megaman DOS costume in this.
Enough with the bees. Enough with this boss. Get fucked.
Magnetic shockwave.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Hi, Toad Man.
Yes. Very good.
Alright. Oh. Honestly, this wasn't the worst. It was not super interesting, but it wasn't the worst. Let's see what people say. Well, mix is slave, that's a good start.
Well, this is certainly a decent attempt. The rain is exactly as prevalent as the title suggests. And it works well with the drill rocks, which are some of the most effective drill rocks I've seen in a while. Additionally, the whole rainy construction site concept communicates beautifully with the title, so props for the aesthetic. As for the enemies, Croakers, Hammerjoes, and Hey-Heys seem to work well together, creating scenarios where they are occasionally a threat. Combined with the fair difficulty curve and a lack of cheap shots, and this doesn't seem terrible. However, rainstorms make for a very tedious core gimmick, particularly when it's pushing against you. And the enemy set, while functional, is both relatively bland and especially tedious. Design is definitely decent, but I just found myself bored the entire time I was here. It's a good start, but some more active gimmicks would be much appreciated. For that matter, the 5th token was just completely arbitrary. Why was that even there? 4 tokens is completely acceptable. Beyond the above, the other thing to talk about is glitches. This used so much rain depth for the first while, the level was crashing into unplayability and couldn't be judged.
Wait, what?
We've obviously fixed that at this point, and being a dev kit assets, that's partially on the team, but it left a mark on the functionality score. I would advise being careful with gimmick usage in the future. Not everything works when it gets used all over the level.
By all accounts, this is a perfectly average level. It didn't do anything amazing, and aside from a few rough spots here and there, it isn't particularly bad either. There's nothing too noteworthy about the platforming in this stage, given most of the section revolve around pretty standard gimmick usage, as far as the rainfall and the rock spawners go. With that being said, it's clear that there was some effort put into a good chunk of the room layout, as you still need to be mindful of your jumps. It's not all that challenging, but it's still just enough to keep your attention throughout most of the segments. On that note, I noticed that your checkpoints in this stage are placed pretty far apart from each other. If anything, I'd say this is the stage's most glaring flaw. Playing essentially means doing more legwork through previous section that you would in most other levels. Checkpoints aside, the only other issue I have with this level relates to the ending. I get the impression there was either a lack of ideas or time constraint regarding the last token, seeing as while all the others require at least some level of effort to obtain the final one. The final one is just sitting in the middle of the boss corridor. Speaking of the boss, I'll appreciate trying to spice up a vanilla boss in some way. I don't think it really works here. The added rainfall doesn't really contribute anything to Toadman's fight, seeing as you can beat him without jumping. He has the stigma of being one of the easiest bosses in the series for a reason after all. It takes a lot to make this fight interesting, or even remotely difficult for that matter. As said before though, I don't think that all these things make this a bad level. A bit rough out on the edges, sure, but still a relatively average stage. Pachi, with a nice score.
Unfortunately, Steel's not back yet.
Well, do one of you two want to read this one then?
Alright. Pretty neat aesthetics of combining the various construction theme
You forgot a part. Rainy with a chance of frogs. Anyways,
Hello, it's your frogs.
Though it would have probably looked a little less dull with one vibrant color or two to the palette. There seems to be an inverse difficulty curve going on in here, as it feels like that the stage starts hard and then it gets easier at the end, at least in terms of enemy placement. Interesting choice of using Hammer Joe and the frog enemies for combat with the rain physics. Definitely makes you second guess about jumping to dodge the hammer while on the narrow platforms. The rock dispensers, the initial introduction, is decent, but if it is not enough, as the rock falls immediately again if you try to lure it initially, getting out of and getting out of the range of the drop again, leading you to get hit and be pummeled by the surprise second rock. Kind of a roof placement of the Stomper enemy right before the boss gate after dealing with a rather tricky version of the Boulder mini-boss. Boss is just regular Toadman. Sure, there's rain in the arena now, but you don't need to jump anyway to do the manip, and not enough to spice up the fight.
Yeah, I could have done the minute, but whatever. Flashman.
Raining mining construction site is a pretty fun setting, and the music, while perhaps too obvious a choice, sets a nice tone. At a glance, or if using Rush Jet and Laser Trident to plow ahead, it's easy to write off the challenges as trepid variations of the things we've seen elsewhere. While that's true for some setups, e.g. climb a ladder, fight a Joe, so much of the level revolves around deceptively tricky combinations. Joes with hey-hays, a boulder-filled zigzagging platform climb, Stonehead with an uneven floor. Good stuff. I like how each new section starts with a checkpoint, has a distinctive look, I'm a sucker for monochrome, and challenge focus, and it builds upon the section before it. With the exception of a frog ambush or two, everything is introduced thoughtfully, and especially the rain. I would have liked interplay between the rain and regular backgrounds, both to mess with the player and to break up some long stretches of repetitive, but still pleasant aesthetics. Only a little more standing water, if only as decoration, might also help. I've also got a couple of nitpicks regarding architecture, tile work, and exploding mini-boss walls, but I'll devote my word count to the things that limit my enjoyment the most. A dearth of power-ups and a handful of samey, easier-than-before challenges make the level feel one checkpoint longer than it should be. Magnet Beam ruins every token challenge, except for the last one, which ruins itself. I would have swapped out Hammer Joe, overused, for Pickle Man Dada, more thematic, comparably tricky, and adjusted the boss fight, altering the terrain further or replacing the boss, to make the rain more relevant. It may not wow me now the way some other levels do, but I respect the premise as well as the subtle creativity and deliberate design that characterize this level.
And hey, Spark. Hammer Joe is the enemy you use when you run out of IDs. It was your first enemy, and over 50 of the enemies were Hammer Joes. It doesn't help that the other enemies either couldn't be killed or had a huge amount of health. If Laser Trident were not in the engine, this would be an unplayable, boring level. It's a shame, because I think that the level architecture and gimmicks could have been pretty decent. My sword to tell around the enemy that covered the stage. The average checkpoint was around 4 dull repetitive minutes, and the end of the first section was particularly punishing for this, given that you died if you did not understand the rock falling gimmick immediately. There is not much to say, as the enemy choice completely killed the stage. Oh wow, that's it. Yeah, this stage was fairly average, honestly.
What I miss?
We just finished on the judge commentary for the level. It ended up with Toadman,
Just
of
finished
all
up with
things.
It looked derivative of Toadman when I was leaving.
Toad.
And for my next trick, I will make this pill disappear. Pretty nifty, isn't it? It's all thanks to my secret potions.
Yeah,
Of course,
sure.
by potions, I mean detergent. The kind that clears 99% of stains and kill 102% of germs.
No. There's no such thing as 102%. I call bullshit.
Also, you were still God, so Opie had to fill in for you.
Oh, we might have a decent level on our hands. Storm Scraper by Luna Leaf. With a score of 55.95 but at a 75% penalty. 1 element, 3 tokens. Oh, let's see. Oh boy.
Important.
Maybe I
read me.
spoke too soon.
Oh,
What makes this
no.
level skippable
No.
based on... Because one section near the end is a possible
No.
epilepsy hazard.
Why?
The section
Oh.
uses the sandstorm gimmick so frequently that it causes rapid flaring flickering. This was an issue for many players, even those without an history of epilepsy or migraine. If you want a preview of the section in question, go to the room beyond this teleporter. If you have an history of epilepsy or migraine, please skip this level and go left for the elemented tokens.
My god.
How bad are we talking? Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh.
You want to do your viewers a favor, or you want to tackle it? Alright.
If it gets too much, I'll just exit out, but
Alright.
apparently it's one section of the level that has this Oh.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Spark Chaser,
Oh.
Magnetic Shockwave, and Rush Jet are disabled. Good to know.
They use magnetic shockwave. Oh, I can't. Oh.
Oh hey, it's that bird generator from 5 Game Boy.
The best enemy.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, I see what this is all about.
What is this? Jeez.
Oh.
Oh.
This seems more annoying than threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just here to waste your time, essentially.
You know, can't make things too easy.
There you go. Nice.
Alright, you can bring me back up now.
Alright.
Oh god.
That. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
You know, when Commando Man used this gimmick, it came at intervals and not constantly.
Indeed. Like, this is actually sort of fair. Oh, come on!
Another hidden ladder. Why hidden ladders?
Because fuck you.
Come on.
Oh no!
Apparently it's raining.
And you're...
In the game? I don't think so.
No, in where I live.
I wish I knew what rain was.
Oh no.
Oh, baby.
What do you
Oh.
mean, oh baby? Oh my god, I just saw the bottom section. What the fuck?
Oh,
This is like an asshole version of that submarine part of Blizzard Man stage.
alright.
Dur, 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 dur. It's like going at 4 times speed.
Oh Jesus. Surprised I did that on my first try.
Well done.
Thank you, that was my interpretation of Blizzard Man at hyperspeed.
That'd be $60.
And now we have the Jeff George rendition.
Keep forgetting I need to not press this
you
twice.
used my weapon! What are you doing? No, I'm being crushed again! That is a very inconveniently placed Pigotman. And how dare they disable magnetic shockwave? That's a weakness of every boss ever. So, Eisen is going
Okay.
for Leviathan for no reason.
Of course.
What happened?
Final Fantasy V.
Wait, is it actually streaming or?
Yeah, he
Yes.
just started.
Yeah, he's literally just streaming.
Oh god!
Oh fuck!
Goodness.
More of this. Oh jeez.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh. Oh, so close.
I mean, thank god the checkpoint's here, but good god. Ugh. Okay.
George!
Ugh. I may be off screen.
This is fine.
Bird.
I have never seen anybody in any Mega Man game ever like use the magic beam this much.
I mean, it's useful as heck. Why would I not abuse it?
As opposed to the all like 2 uses it has in Mega Man 1. Outside of speedrunners.
Oh god, there it is.
Oh.
Look away, people.
Oh boy. Look away, people. Look away.
I'm
This
gonna
is
try
not
to
how
get.
this gimmick is supposed to
I'm
work!
gonna try to get through it as quickly as I can, cause yeah, this isn't good at all.
Yeah, this is
there's
bullshit.
just a leaf blowing mechanic that they could have done that does the same thing.
Okay,
But without the seizures.
we're good. Ugh, that was bad.
What is this, like the 3rd time we've seen Gyro Man with this theme song?
It might as well be.
Okay. Wondering actually if it's not Shinryu that had issues with this, but let's find out. Starting with Mech.
Bright blue skyline, high energy music, lots of precarious platforming. Yep. This is the win stage. Storm Scraper definitely nails the high altitude aesthetic, and it's helped along by the respectable design. The enemy set is both appropriate and well placed. The grounded ones make excellent breaks in the platform, although Power Rocket's intro feels a bit off. And the airborne ones make good opponents during the platforming. Sorry for the seizures. But it's the gimmicks that are the real star, putting forth plenty of fun concepts for an entertaining level. The core here is the Tomahawk platforms. They're definitely simple, but the level puts them to a lot of interesting use. Special mention goes to the horizontal ones, offering a distinct twist on an old soul. and the token challenges were just plain good. On the other hand, sandstorms in the sky might be a bit odd, but the level does a good enough job that I am glad it's there. Props especially for the last room. I felt it struck the right balance between blindness and visibility to create an excellent challenge.
That challenge being not having an epileptic seizure.
Yeah. Alas, the same praise can be said for everything here. The long sandstorm room with both tomahawk platform types is a lot more challenging than necessary, and for more reasons than disabling Rush Jet. The sandstorm works well with vertical platforms. Yes, they are fast, but don't move on the same plane and thus don't interfere with each other. But the horizontal platforms are on the same plane, meaning their behaviors stack. Combine sandstorms with tiny speed platforms, and the end result is frustration from easily falling off. The concept could work with more leeway, but in the current form, it isn't fun. Thankfully, this is a strong win level outside of this one room. Not perfect, but what's presented here is pretty good. Keep it up.
All things considered, this is a pretty solid level. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of stage that rely on wind current, but for the most part I found this one was pretty decent. While combining wind gimmicks and moving platform isn't exactly a new idea, I think the basic nature of them is more than enough to keep the player engaged. It does make some segments a bit indistinguishable to some extent, but the actual level itself plays out pretty decently. There's some genuinely well-made segments here, mainly the ones where you're traveling with the sandstorm to make otherwise impossible jumps. Enemy placements is also usually pretty thoughtful and complements the room layout, although I do feel the picketmen's placement often make them more of a nuisance than anything, mainly thanks to the varying amount of pickaxes they throw out before stopping. All that being said, there's two major segments that I do take issues with, those being the sandstorm segment with vertical platforms and the final lead up to the boss. Firstly, I feel like these sections actually should have been swapped around, as I found the sandstorm plus vertical platform segment to be way more challenging than the actual final section. It's certainly doable, but considering where it is in the stage, it felt like a major spike in difficulty. As for the final segment itself, it just ended up being way too disorienting for me to enjoy. I'm usually not one to get motion sickness from this type of thing, but this segment was really tough to look at, and the sound effect of the sandstorm playing near constantly didn't tell much either. Those issues aside, I feel like this is a perfectly serviceable stage. The platforming is decent, the aesthetics and especially the music are good, and I like the general idea of traveling with the sandstorm, something that I feel Commando Man's original stage didn't capitalize much on. It's just that one difficulty spike and the disorienting mess at the end that mars the level a bit. That was my words, not his.
Cool capes not included. Now this is an interesting application of an established gimmick. Instead of using the sandstorm purely for obstruction, it's more used as wind burst, either pushing you back or aiding you at jumping across some wider gaps. To stormscape, as you could say. Quite clever uses of the gimmick. The timing can get a little stingy and trial and error heavy with the one section where you need to ride the sandstorm through the various moving platforms, with not much opportunity to stop and parse, or else the bird enemies will shoot you off. The side challenges of the tokens are pretty neat though. Kind of missed opportunity to have one centered around the sandstorm gimmick. Even still, they are pretty creative. I like the first challenge where you need to avoid the platforms from carrying you back up as you try to descend. That final section can get a little eye-straining though, with the flickering tiles, with so many small sandstorms coming by that might need a bit of visual adjustment in the final product.
Yeah, so far everyone agrees that that final section was just too much.
Mm-hmm.
Is he
Is he?
still not? Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry. I want to get excited about this level. I'm on board with the soundtrack. I'm pleasantly surprised to see Sandstorm used in this way that doesn't wreck the pacing of the level. I like the horizontal tomahawk platforms. I enjoy the token challenges, which there's so much with so little, and avoid rehashing Magmetal 2's Kamuso Temple. I'm thrilled to see bottomless pits, which are usually taken for granted in the sky level, are properly labeled. Yet, there's something keeping my enthusiasm in check, and I can't put my finger on what it is. Maybe it's a matter of challenge finesse, a messy Pickleman's screen that would be better off with only one type of tomahawk platform. Sandstorms that are never quite timed on how I want them. An overzealous final area that would be great if it didn't induce motion sickness. A boss chamber that's begging to include one of the level's gimmicks, or Gyroman's incredible weakness to Ice Wall. I think it's partially the aesthetics too. The tile work is excellent, but something about the mix of colors and textures isn't entirely appealing to me. Plus, there are boss door tiles behind the boss door, a pet peeve of mine, as well as custom tomahawk platforms. Completely broke on my first playthrough, with one ramming into an obvious break dash wall, another pet peeve, and hilariously forcing it out of alignment. One of my biggest pet peeves is locking weapons instead of designing around them. And for once, I respect that decision. I see the rationale, and it feels like I'm being challenged rather than unfairly restricted. Difficulty progression is good, and the tensest parts are always right on the edge between fun and stressful. Assets are combined well. There's a lot to like, but I keep thinking about the things that could have been done differently.
Yep. Wow, Ace Park actually really liked this one. The stage has proved that with the dev kit beans in such a varied toolbox, you do not need any new assets to create an original experience. It all comes down to the design of the stage, not what random new crap you can throw at the player. I initially encountered this stage when I had Loyana as a proxy player, and I'll say it was as much fun to watch as it was to play. While initially a little confusing, the Sandstorm mechanic is used in such a way that enhances the flow of the level, as opposed to the original command usage, which forces the player to stop frequently or go at it blind. It is backed up by excellent stage design, which allows the player to go through these sections at their own desired pace. It is clear that each room has been built in such a way that you can clear them with minimal downtime. Each Sandstorm is used in a very different way while using consistent rules. Checkpoints are expertly placed, continuing the theme of minimal downtime. The last Sandstorm room was a little too busy, but the remainder of the visual design was very clear, such as using thin platforms to signify that you can jump through them. The Sandstorm, while not fitting the atmosphere perfectly, does make sense from a gameplay perspective. It does not blend it at all. The music was a great choice, and the tokens were pretty interesting challenges. It all comes down to how well it all flows together. Excellent work! Yeah, that last room could have done some tweaking. Like, seriously?
Make the sand tiles translucent.
That would have probably helped as well.
You are not limited to
This is
everything.
Anchor.
Butts.
You think this is a costume? As if. It's the symbol of a warrior from the depths of the underworld. Their techniques are said to have struck fear in the hearts of their foe, and all were helpless before them. If I can learn this technique, then Megaman will finally have no chance against me.
Oh, hi, Gemini.
What the heck? Sagittarius. Isn't this golden armor impressive? I feel like a goddess. Strongest knight in this. This Sunstar has been so long. Oh, that must be a reference to, I think 48 hours. Which I haven't played. Hey, Ant-Man. Who I believe was the third place... Ant-Man was the third place winner in Megaman 2, actually.
Huntman!
Ant-Man!
Oh, it's Huntman. Never mind. Bye-bye.
Poor man just goes back home.
Oh, I hope my costume is good enough to impress the judge. I didn't have much to work with, but I got these sweet shoes. Of course, I don't have feet because I'm a mushroom, so they're staying on with duct tape and hope. Okay. Hopefully the stage is not too long. Step on the Gas by Professor Zitar. Score 56 on dot. It might actually be a long one. I'll judge it how long it is. 1 element, 5 tokens. Is there a skip immediately at the start?
Well, we don't see one yet.
Oh, I think I know what I'm meant to do here.
Oh,
is that infinite rush
step
bike?
on the gas.
It sure is.
I can appreciate this.
There you go.
Anything that makes more use of the
Oh,
platform here.
Well, there's a gooey. I see. Step on the gas. Oh. I see it.
Thank God for the infinite use, though.
Where's the music?
Oh,
I hear,
it's
but
there. It's just
quiet.
a bit quiet. And the thing is, because of some other music, I don't want to put the volume back up. God damn it, I
missed. That is so tight right there.
Because I see the spike too, and
yeah.
I think it would... it might actually kill me because I have infinite weapon usage.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised.
God damn it.
Step on the gas. Oh, that's what the music is playing in the background too. God damn it. I didn't know. I was just singing it, but I didn't. I know that, that was actually playing in the background. Initial D.
Goodness.
Oh my god. Beep beep.
Oh look, it's Eddie's trucks.
I'm guessing I have to go back.
Yeah. Beep beep.
It's also hard to hear the music over the constant.
Oh boy, okay.
Tells me it's gonna be up there, is it? Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh. Fucking trucks, and I can't get enough of that.
Excuse me while I rip that sound.
That reminds me of that one game on The Price is Right. It's like, you have to ask them, is like, how many numbers you have right.
God damn it. Ah,
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
And the key has the token.
Get on the bike, please.
It's like, fuck the bike, I'm gonna go on on foot.
God damn it.
You're gonna have to go down anyway.
Man.
Ways. Eddie must love this level. Could be worse. It could be
No!
oh,
I can go back. Oh, I can.
you could, but
Doesn't change
Yeah.
shit.
it could be worse. It could be Toad's Turnpike.
Oh god.
Man.
Oh. Is that the death noise or just Sunstar going brr, 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 brr in the water?
Yes.
Yes.
God damn it. Oh, and it does disable everything else.
Yeah, so it's like no bullshit. You gotta do this on wheels, my friend.
God damn it.
Oh. There you go. Got it. There you go.
Why did I lose my bike?
How did you? That's interesting. Get that
Okay.
shit. There you go.
God damn it. Ah, Jesus.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, we have to fight this damn thing. Oh dear. Oh
Man.
dear. Oh dear. There we go. Oh. Oh, good. I think at least there's a checkpoint.
And
Fuck.
jeez.
What? This is a checkpoint. Alright. Let's try that again.
God damn it. From here. No. What am I doing wrong? Oh, jump! No! Fucking hell! We're slowly but surely getting into good quality levels, yes.
Good dick quality levels.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Hmm. Got it. Nice. Checkpoint is right. Nice. Oh my god. What shit? Oh. 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 Oh, the key.
Can surely cheese that. Yep.
There you go. Nice. Clever play.
It is le cheese.
Beep beep. Oh, there's the last one. Nice. Get that shit. Nice.
Alright. Well, just need to head for the end now.
Yep. Oh,
No,
it's got an
E-Tank!
I want anything you do. Yeah. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby!
Stop right there, criminal.
How was this?
Breaks the law.
What?
Stop right there, criminals! Go.
Alright, so this is the best level we've seen so far just because of that.
It's beautiful.
Oh my
Stop right there,
fucking
criminal
god.
scum.
Right there, criminal scum.
Whoever decided to put that there, I love you.
Thank you very much!
Bonus point. He gets bonus points. Oh god, it's Stardust Speedway music. Yep. Oh my god, you're fighting Metal Sonic. It's Metal Cop.
That was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie.
That was good. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Surprisingly, the fun score, except for Pachi and Ace Spark, are kinda low, but I had fun. The third token was a bit of a thing, but that's okay.
Right from the get-go, this was giving me a mixed impression. On one hand, a rush bike level sounds like a really fun concept. On the other hand, the poor volume balancing on the super quiet music did little for first impressions. For what it's worth, rush bike is a really fun to use in its element. And as someone who's never used it prior to Magmal 3, I can say the level taught me how to use it well. It doesn't really demonstrate how useful rush bike can be in a makeshift shield, or a way to cheese spike drops, but that's a consequence of needing it to be infinitive for this level to work at all. Now, to the level's credit, it's not bad at first. The initial 3 sections do fun things with cannons, trunk jumping, and leaping over spikes. Failing to nab the first or third token can be irritating due to the backtracking afterwards, but that's not as big an issue with rush bike's speed and or convenient spikes. Unfortunately, it all goes downhill when Trucker Joe shows up. Sure, rush bike is fast, but it's also slippery and your jump height is shot dead. It is not designed for use in combat, nor it is designed for precision platforming, making those sections unsure. The bosses in particular are aggravating to the point I usually just left Rush in the corner and blew them up on foot. That also applied to the section just after Trucker Joe, which seems to actively punish the player for using Rush. On a related note, besides the trunk jumping, everything in that first truck segment is awkward at best. Their intro does a poor job of conveying where you're supposed to go. The little fade to right is not visible enough to show that you're meant to go left. Additionally, the level all but requires memorizing the truck timing to not get blindsided, which can be a problem when they can squash you to death. In general, while the concept is nice, the execution leaves a lot to be desired. A rush bike level should play to the utility's strength, not aggravate its weaknesses. I can't say I came out of this one with a newfound appreciation for my doggo cycle.
I actually got pretty excited when I first started playing this stage. A stage centered around Rush Bike has a ton of potential in it. Unfortunately, the end result with this one was less than stellar. The biggest problem here is the platforming. Rush Bike isn't really the type of utility that goes well with precision jump, and it definitely shows in this level. Some parts aren't too bad, but there's a few, mainly the ones involving springs, that just feels off with the accelerated movement. There's also an issue with bad convenience as how to proceed in a few spots. The room with the first truck, despite being a decent introduction to the enemy, has this problem. There's two open paths to the left and right, but going to the right leads to an invisible wall, and you're also likely to be crushed by the truck in the process. There's another part where it looks like you can jump down onto a moving truck from a high platform, but doing so only leads to death. The real way to progress here is to make a jump to another platform, which you can easily miss due to it being at the very edge of the screen. I think it's pretty telling that I found some of the sections to be a lot more manageable by simply not using Rush Bike. A mini-boss in the section after it in particular, because you become far easier if you just summon Rush but don't actually get on him. Considering all this, I get the feeling that this stage was made with the intention for you to be on Rush Bike at virtually all times. It will certainly explain why this level's challenge breaks completely in certain spots if you ignore the bike. However, there was actually a way to even further break this stage, as when I first played this level, there was a bug that allowed the player to easily jump over the barrier that's supposed to lock you into the Rush Bike. Though you can't perform this glitch anymore, it did give me some interesting insight on what the level would be like without the weapon lockouts. Aside from that, the only other technical glitch I encountered was with the music. While I appreciate the song choice, I can't really ignore the fact that it doesn't loop properly and that it's really quiet. Honestly, I almost prefer the stage with access to the other weapons. It certainly made the boss a lot easier. I did get a chuckle out of his intro. Stop right there, criminal scum. I can't say I enjoyed the actual fight as much. He tends to go off screen a lot, which means a lot of chasing him down. Rush Bike's 2 bullets per screen limit also makes it him in a pain. Though I don't have this problem thanks to upgrade, but that wasn't available for the judge. Especially given his frequent jumping, I could easily see him and the rest of the stage being more fun with a lot more polish though.
I've been in this place before. Well, we all
That's a
saw this
joke.
coming. The obligatory Rush Bike level. Sounds exciting, sure, but the stage definitely has its issues. Here it emphasizes you should go fast while its initial D references, except ironically you really want to play this one slow and not be on the bike half the time. If you just go fast, you can't see the obstacles coming your way. You also take plenty of contact damage from the enemies while doing so. Different from normal behavior, where you would be invincible while on the bike. There would have probably been more of an incentive to go vroom vroom fast if the enemies take contact damage instead while the player is going at full speed. Expect platforming through death pits and spikes a lot, as well as the threat of being crushed by the oncoming traffic, while also having a weaker jump and less air control while on the bike. Going fast is simply ill-advised despite it being a literal gimmick in the entry. Kinda counterintuitive, don't you agree? To make a rush bike only stage work, you have to change the fundamentals of the level design more, not just build it like a regular Megaman level and slap an arbitrary use only this challenge over it. The slippery control of the bike also made that boss fight not that great a time, so that I had to resort to doing a lot of it on foot as well, where then the dynamic of the fight becomes not accidentally getting on rush while dodging Fake Man's attacks. Either way you go about it, fighting the boss, it is definitely maximum awkwardness. Music is also too quiet during the boss compared to the stage, making it a slight annoyance, adjusting the music volume in between.
Sheesh, okay.
Give me a moment. I'm glad someone made a level emphasizing Rush Bike. I'm sad it turned out like this. Races, chases, escape sequences, these are what I wanted to see. I want rhythm-based platforming where pattern memorization is more important than lightning reflexes. I want forgiving challenges that train the player to be an expert cyclist before demanding do-or-die precision. The intro section and the parts where you jump into hilariously bouncy bus, sort of, deliver what I want, but the level as a whole doesn't feel like a carefully crafted celebration of this unique utility. It feels like a normal level where you're stuck with a rush bike. Only 2 parts of the entire level require a rush bike to proceed. It's possible, and even preferable, to tackle everything else on foot, awkwardly summoning Rush while trying to shoot. The mini-boss, for example, is the perfect height to be hit from a standing position, which makes for a fun and strategic fight. On Rush Bike, you need to jump to reach the weak spot, and that gets messy quickly. A lot of fiddly performing is easier and more fun without the bike too, such as the outdoor springs plus bomb section. I do like the sense of structure and the level's lengthy layout, and it's good that you can't possibly skip the weapon pickup after teleporting in. I appreciate the tutorial sign at the beginning. I wish there were more refills between checkpoints. Some speed limit signs in the background earlier would have heightened the comedic impact of the boss intro. Quality sound clip choice, by the way. Oh, and the boss! Too fast, too furious for Rush Bike to handle. Hiding under a ledge the whole time and having a stockpile of E-tags seemed like the only viable strategy. Exhausting gameplay, obnoxious tokens, good music with improperly balanced volume, nice graphics.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Yes, that was beautiful.
When this stage clicks, it really clicks. When it all plays smoothly and the player and bike become one, it rules. And I think it has some genuinely well-designed and fun challenging segments, even if a tad on the difficult side. I also think it does a really good job utilizing Nitro Man's tile set. It's all rather pretty, and proof you can make dev kit tile sets look great. Tiles that get used in new ways, such as the jump through platforms, are understood by the player almost immediately thanks to clever introduction. And even though this is a rather minor thing, I really appreciate how well constructed the checkpoints are. You are not skipping stage gimmicks, no sir. I also don't mind most of the trickster token. They're hard, sure, but mostly fair. I think the first one is a bit too hard and precise thanks to control issue I'll mention shortly. Because there are quite a few issues that hold me back from truly enjoying this level. For example, there's some more interactions with the Nitro Man tracks. Well, after resulting in inexplicable instant death as it crushes you against a wall, ceiling, or floor. It makes sense in a vacuum, but given how Nitro Man trucks usually act, it seems off to a Megaman player. The unfortunate effects, the introduction to the fact that trucks combine with springs, making it a very deadly way to introduce the gimmick of the stage. The dev kit does feature a soft crushing feature, which could have been enabled for these custom trucks. But a lot of my issues really stem from just how awkward Rush Bike is to control, combined with the sheer precision this stage requires. The stage introduced the player to the Rush Bike boost function right at the start, but I always found that trying to use it was somewhat suicidal thanks to Rush Bike's hitbox dissonance, which granted is the fault of the dev team, it still means the player will occasionally not make jumps it looks like they should as they clip through. If the stage used less precision in its platforming to account for rush by, I think the feeling that you get when the stage does gel could have been through. The absolute low point of the stage for me was the boss fight against Fake Man. Rush Bike does not a fun boss make. I gotta mention the soundbite. Oh well. It's
Stop
a
right there, criminal scum!
delayed turn and movement, combined with just how fast the boss move and its predictable but very erratic pattern, makes dodging a crapshoot. In the end, I found this boss to be frustrating thanks to Rush Bike. Outside of tanking hits and damage racing him, I found the only real way to best him was to unlock his AI and get Fake Man to bonk on the wall repeatedly on the right. Wait, seriously? I think the music choice for the fight suggested a much better alternative to me. Why not go full on Sonic CD and just make it a race? Boss battles do not always have to be a literal battle. Work to your stage's core strength rather than forcing the Megaman tropes that will ultimately hurt it. I just figured out what the pattern of the boss was. I was debating because I felt like it was a pattern I knew, and I know what it is. It's fucking quick, man. Shit. Well,
Well, that explains a lot.
we're not continuing, and well, next. Oh boy, by an absolute loser. Wow, you have no confidence in yourself, sir. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4,
4 levels.
4 levels and the boss. Well, we'll work on that next time, and I think with that, we're officially past the halfway point of the entries, at least. There's probably a post game, so we'll obviously have to check that out once we get there, but there's still quite a number of entries left. Stop making invisible ladders. Thank God for the compass, but please, do not.